That'll hurt.
Nope.
No!
Nice try, Slim.
You get cold as ice.
Oh, what? How did you shoot me? How? I'm so confused. How did you kill me with that?
Damn it. Dang it.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I am 10 minutes early. And with that being said, I was looking up a few things. And I was just looking and trying to figure out what to do. Now, a lot of you guys are going to look at me and say, well, I was going to try to say get on at 2:30, and I didn't. Skybent Chamber is where we're at right now. No. We're just gonna click skip because I don't think we need to see this, to be honest with you, and yeah. Okay. The Shochin Cave Palace is where we're at, guys. Yes, I just released episode 18 on YouTube. So, guys, if you are watching on YouTube, remember, sometimes I do not release right away for things. You guys do need to be subscribed or recorded over on trovo.live. So please come join over as we do. I was gonna think about it, but I'm like, no, let's just go up. We'll come back and figure things out later. But I do want to ask you guys a simple little question. What monitor would you guys recommend that I get? To be honest with you, I'm looking for something that is at least 120. hertz. And yes, I do need to get myself situated and facing my face as well. Sometimes I do get that changed because I don't want people watching me, and stuff, because for reasons that it is. But I wanted to ask you guys this because I have been trying to figure out what I wanted to wear. I mean, not what I wanted to wear, what I wanted to have in a process of picking out a monitor that is something I want to do. If you guys happen to find a pink monitor for me, or some way that I could make a pink monitor out of something, that would be great as well. But I am not pushing pink monitor truly. I'm just looking for something 4K 120 hertz, or at least, or 1440p 120 hertz. I don't care. I just want 120 hertz. I do want 144 or 4K. Something that can also run with the PS5.
Smells less like a capital, more like a sewer.
Even empires have need of sewers. The runoff from Archades proper pools here. Those who lack papers to live in the city itself. The mighty who have fallen, and the fallen who would be mighty. Their eyes never leave Archades.
I guess it must be a lot nicer than this place.
Oh, to be sure. Archades reeks of a different filth. Let's be off. We can follow our noses to Draclaw.
So, and there's a lot of things that I do. That sorry, I'm looking up something right now. God. There's a lot of things that I do want to look at, guys. We have varying different people. Look at how much gil I'm getting out of this. Jeepers! Creepers! Sizer. Polish or furnish stuff with strong magic, additional protection beyond the physical. Forget shield armor and ice shield. A survival set. Soul of the Firebrand. A Friska. Diamond sword and a trident. Unfortunately, nobody's going to be able to use the trident. Nobody's going to be able to use that, and nobody's going to be able to use the Fresca, nor the Warhammer. So, daggers, nobody's going to be able to use daggers. So, we got that underway. Now, see, that's what I said, is like I said, I'm only allowed to sell that stuff and get from Bazzar, because I made that concession a while back that that I would have to do this. One go there. There. So I try to figure out what we need to do. We do have a lot of things where I try to do as much as I can to figure out what goes on in life. Another knot of wrist. Another knot of Riz. So, if you guys enjoy this video as well, it is greatly appreciated that you guys do come and stick around, because I love when you guys do show up. I should say I care that you guys don't care if you guys show up or not, but I love that when you guys subscribe. It greatly appreciated that you guys do. Because subscribing is going to be the best way to stay up to date with all things Gamingmadirocks, of course. I do pretty much try to release a lot of content. I'm going to have at some point coming in sometime close to the future, I will be having a Final Fantasy content. Will be basically, as you guys know, down there below the stream, like a lot of you guys will see that. It's something new I've been putting onto the streams. Out of wrist. I'm gonna gather all the chests here first. Let's have him Gil there. I do want to tell you guys this, that I do tend to pick my, to pick those games up down below. That's something that's new, and I've said this before in probably the last episode or whatever, last stream, however you like to put it, but, basically that is just telling us when the next available time for us to be able to oh, we can't go that way. Well, there's a sight for sore eyes. Don't think I'd be seeing you again, not here. Oh, wonderful. Enter the street here. Pirate would do well. Smile. Wouldn't want to sour his reputation. You know this guy? An old friend. He's a street ear. A peddler of rumor and heresy by the name of Jules. So, guys, I want to preface this that the next game that we will be playing will be Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 in 11 days. And then City Skylines will, hopefully we can get done with Final Fantasy so I can play City Skylines. So I want to be able to get it day one. If we don't finish this today, finish it within 16 days, then I'm not going to worry about it, because to be honest with you, I might take like a Saturday and take a day, one day, just to go through with this for like for what it's worth. But anyway, he'd bite a Gil given him by his own mother. and saved it by half to pay for her funeral. Sometimes an ear will with tight purse strings, the order of the day, like when a pirate decides he fancies going up in the world. Ready? You know a way? In Archades, knowledge is power, and power has a way of opening doors. Wait, now a fool will buy a sack of feathers for his pillow, but a wise man, he will buy the whole stinking cockatrice, and get his fill of meat into the bargain. So wise man, Rip boy, you learn fast. I guess this meeting to order. Tell me, boy, heard any rumors in town? Well, I heard about a man in Archades who swindled for swindling's sake. A swindler, is it? There's a fellow in the alley of low whispers, come fresh from Archades. Go and tell him what you've heard. Now we gotta go and find this peddler. But I want to preface this, guys. After the City Skylines 2, we will be doing Modern Warfare 3. That is the next titles that I do tend to play a lot of variety. I do not post everything about Call of Duty on YouTube. And a lot of people will see that I don't post everything on YouTube because I don't really have a lot of time to upload, take the time to download and then upload everything. May show. So he basically said that Alley of Lower Whispers is basically where we gotta go. Now going through a lot of this in terms of the video games, like I have played many times. I have gone through and played a whole host of like video games from like back in the day, but like to be honest with you, I had a guy recently on TikTok ask me a question, and he asked me what games do I play, and I want to preface this, guys. I play pretty much a variety of games. Mostly I do play a few things here and there of Call of Duty. I mean, of other games, but mostly it's Call of Duty, City Creative Games, and Final Fantasy, pretty much. I haven't played much of anything else. I've tried to play Returnal, and I just couldn't get through to understanding that game. But if you guys want to see, I'm pretty sure this might be the guy. Brother mine, if we bought them the cockatrice when we had the chance, why we'd be rich men today, so would we? Brother mine, cockatrice meat's not up, as nasty as they'd have you believe. This recent in rest and fad, you mark my words. Now cockatrice will know your fate's the same. Nope, okay, it's not it. I've played many a man faults in the city, so I did. Of course, I was being played just the same, though I didn't know. There are so many men. It's all I can do now to hide myself here and hope I don't run into any former clients. Young. Dad sees the heat of the one of the big entry prizes up in the city. Yeah, mean was okay, I can't read that. No more. There's lots of them around here. Them as used the heads. I mean, I don't know. That guy's weird to see. Want to be a soldier like the rest of them. I wish you luck. You go up there, you'll die a little inside. Part of you goes gold and black, just like them senators. I'd stay down here if I were you. Come to Archades, old Archades that is. People here, they all took their dreams up to the city. Adam stripped away and fallen back down. See, I cannot understand some of this stuff. Come to buy information or perhaps to sell knowledge is what makes this town work. Why, if I had Gil or a chop to spare, I'd make an offer for you for what you know right now. Does not have... not a wrist. Now this is plenty of worms coming up out of the ground here, but not many of them are the sort with 2 legs. Come to make your fortune in the capital? A word of advice, worms turn back while you even still have some guilt to your name. Fortune, but I heard some ancient worm lurks down there, and I don't want to run into one of those. You think I could get away on these legs? Blah, I'm stuck here for life. Look, would you buy something to help me fellow out, Snort? Nah, I will... You know what, I'm gonna forego... I want to help this poor man out. So I'm gonna buy anything with an odd number. And no, a lot of people are gonna look at me and say, why are you doing this, breaking up the rules while I'm helping this man out? There we go, just a little bit, just to help him out. What am I doing? Gathering tidbits of knowledge. That's what. I think I got back some time, like you oldies, cause I ain't. I've lived here for a good while now, but I had a jolly hard time when I first arrived. It was a far city away from native Giza, you see. But I've seen much in this town, people of all walks of life. It's a fascinating thing. There's been plenty of men who failed at the loss of their hope and their happiness. Most said, why, my hope's the most important thing of all. We cockatrices, we must hold on hope even when our days, the world seems to be numbered. I hope to see my homeland once more. Okay! I didn't know a cockatrice could talk. But the broker, what took me in town? Yeah, see, I can't read these guys. If you guys want to pause it. When she gets going, she don't have to go on. I only hope her granddad sets her straight. Ain't my place to worry about it, I suppose. Huh. I'm off tomorrow to Destiny, mark my words. I'll be the richest man in Arcades. Soon and I'll have diamonds enough to prove it. So soon, I know, I knew I'd come in time. Spare me the diamond. Just stay true. I'll be waiting. You there. You look like someone knows a good deal when you see it. So how's about some Muggles then, hey? I've got 8 of them. Just kind of take the lot. It's a bargain. They're cute. They dance. Maybe we need to talk to those guys. Pride and joy of the clans come back with fates of the city. Distinguished Elder. Maybe I did talk to him, but I'm hungry. Me, Mom, and me Grain keep telling me that sitting's best when you're hungry. It doesn't seem to be working for me. Maybe if I chat with me, Mom, I'll forget about my empty belly. Maybe not. I'm bloomin' hungry. I didn't talk to you. Okay, so I know I'm supposed to talk to somebody. And I did talk to him, but I'm pretty sure if I missed something, guys, this is where I had the most trouble trying to figure this out. Well, it was a horde like that. The city will be my oyster. Now don't go tell anyone. You hear? Just play a secret, but it stays between us two, right? I spied something incredible just now. What would you like to know? Just a bag of coin just thrown in a barrel. It was with a horde like that. The city will be my oyster. Now go don't tell anyone. You hear? Might not cert me, I'm in the midst of an important conversation. Found it! Found Jules! You told him just as I told you? Good boy. Too many of this has to do with growing up in the world. But what is the power of knowledge, my boy? See, it begins. Fight, fight, fight! The bloke won't come from the city's gone berserk. No chance, thanks, Jules. Oh, yeah! Never thought you'd go for such a meager price. I thought you'd know that the words are worth gil, uncountable. Here's some words for you. The Periaco Munasan come back to the Imperial Roost. See? Where's there much value these? Bah. So now we're going up in Archades now. I'm actually pretty sure that we're actually closer to the end than most people think.
You're gaping like a fish out of water.
I'm just checking out the city, even if it is the Empire.
You've changed, Vaughn. You were always marching to your own beat, almost like you were impatient even, in a good way.
Maybe it's because I've seen war now. Never imagined I'd ever come this far away from home. Hey, Lars is here in the city, isn't he? He's a tough one. I wonder how he's doing.
You always were a soft touch, Vaughn. You know what's amazing? I always thought I'd go my whole life without meeting people like the Princess or Lord Larsa. And here we are in the capital.
I know. It's a little over my head sometimes.
Good, Vaughn. You've come to understand the difficulties of serving royalty.
Hey, I'm just along for the ride.
That wasn't a complaint, was it, Bosch?
Right. Let's get moving.
Hey, don't
I always like the... I always liked this game. to be honest with you, this is one of the Final Fantasies that hit my top 5, and it's still to this day, even with the update, like Final Fantasy 12, to be honest with you, Final Fantasy 8 and Final Fantasy 12 were my favorite Final Fantasies. Final Fantasy 7 Remake is still my favorite. I haven't beaten that bloody game. Hey. So that goes to old Archades. We're here. We're going to go shopping. Because we're at the end of... I actually think we're at the end of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Zandaga, Confuse, and Fiarga. We might have to go do some extra content after this, just so we can fill out some of that time. And to be honest with you, I might as well just, like, if I've bought everything I need, I will just buy everything. Because we're going to need Sandalwood to be able to do things, and I haven't been able to find the... But I will tell you this, Final Fantasy, going through and playing video games and armaments, basically it's got both of them here, so... People spend their whole lives trying to get their hands on pine chops. They're lucky a chop of fine sandalwood. Deal they're only good for buying and selling of goods. You can have all the gil in the world, and it won't buy you respect. Only chops of pine or chops of sandal will win you that. These chops represent your contribution to the greater good of the Empire. Common citizens might come by pine chops enough during their daily lives, but it takes a shoulder or some great deed to earn sandalwood. Okay. So, we have Burning Bow here. Set equip, thank you. Giant. Okay, and then, okay, so let's go to licenses. Let's go to Ash first. Grand Mace, Bones of Pyblos. Okay, I'm seeing if we got all the maces available to us. Because that's the only mace left. For us to grab. So I'm not gonna go out and buy things. Let's see, we got all the... Okay, we're gonna gather the last gambit up there. I forgot, we have measures, don't we? Well, let's gain that measure. Because we do have that available in the shop. Zoom. And we got White Mage, which can utilize rods, but I wanted to see. Hold on, time Battle Mage, because I use crossbows, so I want to make sure that we have all the crossbows available. Because I got the Catastrophe and Tulia crossbow there. Hunting crossbow and Penetrator crossbow. We'll unlock that crossbow there, because I want to do it. You know what? You're Bushi. These are going to be somewhere where you have to find them out in the wild. So that just seems like what we're gonna have to do. We're getting there. We're getting closer to the end of our endeavors. Look at view. I know that, but I don't think I'll be able to watch it though, Glass. The Doom Mace gives me plus 41. I'm gonna buy the Doom Mace. I'm gonna equip her with the Doom Mace. I am not gonna use her as a ranged weapon and ranged person anymore. Officer's hat. Yes. Barrel coat. Yes. Let's see, Gaia hat. Well, because if she can be able to use... Oh, but that's Mystic Armor. Okay, because we gave her the barrel coat. By 2, equip you with that, equip you with that. Do you have any other shields in here? Okay, that's the only shield that we do have. $2,400 COD points. I saw the Thorn Mace. Sell that off. Sell both of those off. We'll keep it a giant stone bow just in case. Get rid of those two. Nobody can still use spears or poles, so those can go. We need to equip Vaughn. That. Because if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yeah, we could sell that crossbow as well, because I don't think we'll need them. Yeah, I think, because if I go down here and I say, okay, the giant crossbow, it's not going to change much of anything for me, so we'll just sell them both off. Tame the Scholar's Monograph. How much do you have, Glass? If it's at 2,400 COD points, then I'm gonna say 5,000 COD points. And if I'm still wrong, then I don't know what you have. The Gambit Shop. Nice. Because I could easily buy all the Gambits. I'm gonna buy everything that is 70 in Gambits, just because I can add them. I'm just gonna buy all I can. The 71st. How many COD points do you have, Glass? Reverse, let's go silence. Just because. Now we'll start getting all the 300 ones as well now. I don't know if I'll be able to watch that Call of Duty next though, guys. On its traditional live time. But I will try my best to watch it as best as I can. Well, we're getting all these things. I think I got them all now. Yep. Guess what? We all got all those gambits bought. And then we got the... Okay, no. Okay. This is gonna be... Yeah, this is where you can buy the X potions. But it's like... No, I'm not gonna buy the potions. It's not worth it. Okay. You know what, let's just try to browse and find out where Balthier went. Might not be what I'm thinking. This is what I'm looking for. Only those with 3 or more chops may ride this cab, boy. Nothing personal, I assure you. A chop, what's that? If you like a chop, you pay coin that's 10,000 gil, thank you. What? That's crazy. Having a spot of trouble, are we? A message from Master Balthier. He's waiting in Central. He says to come quickly. Oh, this, but we need a chop. What is a chop anyway? When a boy wants information, that's right. Why any outstanding citizen of the Empire carries a chop? It's a mark of status, sometimes a right of transit. Others, if you're aiming to go to Central where the gentry live, I think you need 3 chops. How do you get them? Like I've said, the key is knowledge, boy. You do a part here on the street, talk to the right people, you'll earn chops in no time. That doesn't sound so bad. Oh, people in Archades have been doing deeds. Why? If they're helping you out, it must mean they're superior. Understand, boy? Oh, not sure I do. But I'll give it a try. Thanks, Jules. Friend of Master Balthier's friends of mine. Call. Let's see. We gotta find people with knowledge. With words of encouragement, but I'm so busy. I gotta tell them such the gil cost 1 million gil or so. Your concern should be the bigger picture options. I don't even know I'm on the side, you see. Okay. An employee of mine. I want to give him some words of encouragement. I really want to give him some words of encouragement, but I'm so busy. If not, I'll tell him such things only cost 1 million gil, so your concern should be the bigger picture. Not so much trifling details. I want to know I'm on his side, you see. So somebody who's a new employee. Waves have. Oh, wait. I know. I have to talk to... Working up a sweat. It's not working up. I have to find her. Sorry. Words of encouragement. There we go. Time to Pinewood Chop. Half my wages. Okay, so we gotta find worried husband. Failed. There's the failed researcher. Gentleman onlooker. Well, things are these? And what about Blue Diamond? What to for it and others not my drawn to. Oh. Others a thought. I can't believe it never occurred to me before. Gil to buy up Piffing Diamond. I finally thought my thanks. So we have received 3. Okay, I've recently begun to work at the laboratory. This haven to me a plenty of breed and no one telling me otherwise. While the laboratory is empty of every student in the academy, there's no great store of obscure text in Ivalice. Okay. Working up a sweat. Let me see if this guy will take this. I think that information would be like to hear at the laboratory, nor can I say I'm interested. Okay, so... Yay, we got 3 Pindle. Now we have the ability to ride the thing. Now we have 3 that we can ride that to wherever we need to go. So we have 3. So if we talk to this guy, okay, so we need to work on on getting 25 of those things. So Looker. Okay, I think I asked everybody here. Yeah, so I think I asked everybody here. Let's see if there's any in these shops. Because we gotta get 25 of them. Okay. Gone through everybody in there. Okay. Now we're gonna have to go to other places. The knack of magic. Okay, so I don't want to commit that one to Mummer. Okay, so he's gotta, so we gotta do something. Okay, so she's got for the knack. Nothing about rating to knack. Okay, I'm pretty sure. I know where that one's at. The anniversary. Oh no, that was a poor wife. No! 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 I found it. It's the poor wife. Jeez. Thank you. Okay, so now we'll commit that one to memory since it's right there. Magics. That one's about the Master of Disguise. That talented woman. This one does not really. The tutor. Poor wife, the avid traveler. Okay, so the knack for magic. Okay. A trinket from Giza. I know where that one's at. Sorry, that one's to be a judge. Judge's wife. There's a guy over here. Okay, he's... So we have a few things here. A trinket from Giza. Remember, a master of disguise. This is a puzzle in of itself. That's the tutor. Key, loot, pinewood chops. Okay, then we have to have 20 pinewood chops, 25 pinewood chops. So, the traveler. Tutor. wife. For the mummer, mummer at the act. Oh, it was truly splendid. It made me feel the spring maiden again. How would I love to show my daughter? Okay, so it's proud daughter is probably what I'm looking for. What do I need to look for? And from Giza. Family-minded girl. Yeah, family-minded girl. No, that's the tutor. It's the look-alike. Okay. Let's go across the way. Okay, wait, we got the other woman. Oh, that's good. Tutor's done. I think we got everybody here. If we miss one, we can always come back and look. Let's go to the next area. Okay, so this is about boutique. That's the ticket to the farce. That one's the music appreciator. Yeah, because that one's related to the boutique in some way, shape, or form. I love this challenge. This makes me think a little bit. The Lutinist. Okay, that's about the builder, so we don't want to do that yet. A History of the Empire is the historian one. That's about the builder, dingnabbit. Well, that would probably be the lieutenant. Lieutenant. Hey. There's a lieutenant. The client's daughter. There's the lieutenant's Artesian's architect. I know where the builder's at. Hold on. Where are you? The Artesian architect. $15 pinewood chops. Receive man. There's the lieutenant, which we do need to go up here, talk to her. It's like appreciate her. No, don't have it. I know where. Smitten. Found you. Okay, so we have gotten to... I don't think it got to everybody. Appreciator's done. Okay, ticket to the farce goer is probably gonna be the guy with the money. Okay, I took it to the farce. On to the historian. Girl on the errand. Thank you. God. We have to get... the Expand of Love. Commit this tale to memory first. So it's something about love. The special love, which would not be something for a novelist. Another pinewood chop, which just makes us to 18 now. Okay, so misfortune teller. It's gonna... no, that's not gonna be... that one's related to my misfortune teller. Not what I was thinking. That's the researcher's wife. It's not going to be something about the misfortune teller. Okay, that's the one for about the food. So let's commit this one. Because it's gonna... We need to go talk to find the vegetable one, which is right around the corner. Wait, what? Oh no, it's gonna be the chef. Tower reader. Dangerous chef. Happy novelist. Bazzar lady. Ah, the bazzar lady is probably going to be that misfortune. Awaiting a woman. Attendant. Lazy profiteer. Here's that's romantic lady. No. You're a chef. Where's the philosopher of researcher's wife? Oh, what? That's not the researcher's wife? Okay. Vegetable seller, good brother. Novelist, right? No. Dangerous chef. Good man. Bazzar lady. Haha. Yeah, it's the bazzar lady. Now there is also another lazy profiteer. Okay, wait. This is nothing. Green cellar is what I'm looking for. We'll talk to the guy in the vegetables. Just over here. Nope, that's a tower reader. Nope. Lion out of ears. Okay. Tower reader is gonna be misfortune teller, which is gonna be somewhere. Bazzar lady. No. Tour leader. Man. what she wants. Okay. We got 2 left. Green cellar. Fearless helps, yes, its meaning is obscure from I see one in Tyrant. Nothing in Mulberry. Remember there is one. The 3 in Albis. Well, I do hope they assist you. I'm sure many trials await in your future, but do face them with hope. It comes way worse. So now we have 1. I just have to get 1 more. Time to leave. You obtained a Pinewood trap. Nice. Very good quality to ride a cab. Just 3 more and you can trade them in for Sandalwood chop. Those with Sandalwood may ride cabs and get into Central. Okay, so we can't get everything. We have 3, but we need all of them. So because I want to make sure that we get everything. Avid reader, realistic woman. They said that there was 3 in Nelba East. Husband. Stardom. Path of Stardom. Okay, so there is one more in here. Rated Star X Researcher. And then there's one in Tyrant and Mulberry left. So maybe we need to go to Tyrant, maybe we need to go to Mulberry. But we can go talk to the Misfortune Lady again, just to make sure. And I know where she's sitting, so... Yes, no, Here that stuff, yes, meaning is obscure to me, I see one in Tyrant. I see nothing in Mulberry, nothing in Rihanna, nothing in Elba East. Yeah, there is one in, so yeah, so I was right. There was potentially one in Tyrant. I remembered that, but I had to make sure. Okay, so it's the daughter. The client's daughter is the one that's left. And I know that. The Smiting's man. Because we need that sandalwood chop for us to get this done. Money to gentleman. Let's see. That goes to old Archades, which I don't need to go to right now. First goer. Found you, Smitten Woman. Now that we have all 25 of these, that's going to be the way that we go, and we can trade them all in for Sandalwood Chop, which is actually decent enough. Look, here's your sandalwood chop. Obtain the sandalwood chop. That's not getting on your sandalwood. This designates you as the most promoted adherent. Why? You might even make gentry one day. Those with sandalwood may ride cabs and get into Central. Hey! Now we are able to go to the Central. Now, we could easily go and complete this game effective immediately. Or we can go and do side quests. Or we could come back and do side quests next week. There is some extra stuff that we could do at the end of this. Well, this cab is for Tinsville, sir. Now, I understand where we are headed, but it's just gonna be... Ah, so pleased you could join me. Jules had a morsel for us. A light airship used by Dracula researchers is just up ahead. We'll take that and go in through the service entrance. Make haste, shall we? Okay, I'm not gonna go... Oh! Frick, 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 frickety, 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 frick, frick, frick.
The accomplices of the Senate have been quelled, Your Honor. Our forces sustained but light casualties.
You have leave to withdraw. One detachment will remain here to guard Dracula.
My lord.
Do you think they're onto us?
It would seem not. Though this will make our task more difficult still.
Yeah. Okay, we're not going just yet, guys. Certainly took your time getting here, didn't you? I've seen the sights, perhaps. No, not likely. Do you know how long it takes to get the chops to get up here? What's that? But I gave Jules some chops. Jules? A squad of judges have been sent to Dracula. You'll find the service entrance rather a difficult position, I'm afraid. You knew how the Ministry of Law would move, so you had Vaughn out collecting chops until the judges could reinforce Dracula, of course. Tell me, how much did the minister pay for the word of the prodigal son? The Ministry, judge makes poor customers, my friend. Too many rules, too many laws. Perhaps you didn't know, Mr. Balthier, that Dracula is a toy box these days, filled with your Lord Father's consents. All they've developed without the Senate's knowledge, of course. Why not? Even the Emperor knew the full extent of Dr. Sid's operations. Now, here's the catch. Since Vane had himself declared dictator, nary a peps has come out of the laboratory. And now people who would sell their own mum for the mere scraps of information about the goods inside Dracula. People like Rosarian sympathizers worried about the Emperor's weapons program. Anyone who might be opposed to House Solidor's homogamy. So we created a disturbance, and you get your windfall of dirt on Dracula. In exchange for your services, I've spoken to a cabbie. When he asked when you wanted to go, tell him. You know where to go. Simple, no. A deal brokered in true Archades fashion. Why is it just like old times? Jules brings a tear to my eye. Good to be back, eh? My regards to your Lord Father, Master. Father, Balthier, Anon? That's not why I came over here. Came over here to save the game. We're only at level 36, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna sit here too long. Because I will also need to get some Modern Warfare 2 stuff done, so I'll probably just... Okay. Not to turn to the sun, and refrain from suspicious behavior until things settle down. You may know what I mean. Did you see the judges just now? I think I heard him saying something about the Senate. It sounds as if something was afoot. Alright, all aboard! That's surely some old friend of yours, out there. You two seem close. That's enough for Miscop's drivers faster. If you please. I would be loath to expect any of the violence of my presence mood of my companions. Sir, yes, sir. Sir.
Where to? Come, this way.
Dark Lore Laboratory. Could we end the game today? Yes, but we might have one more day in me. It's too quiet.
Passing strange. There are supposed to be guards here.
Maybe you were just lucky, huh?
Maybe you're just optimistic.
Something may be afoot. We proceed with caution.
No time for caution. Step to it. Sid's chambers are on the top level.
Okay. Look at this. Dead. Help me. Sure can. I'm supposed to go up to the top floor, but it doesn't stop here. It's gotta be... You're with him? With who? I know where we're at, guys, but I've played this enough times to know this game inside and out. Okay, we're gonna go up a floor. We gotta see if we can change some of these things, because there are chests in here, guys. So we are going to be... so there will be one more stream at some point with things going on. Okay, so we gotta find some chests, some way to open up these doors. Stay away from Dr. Sid. Okay, so we have the CDB.
He's had visitors. One's lacking manners by the look of it.
Someone after the Nethicite?
Yes, very much somebody's after the Nethicite.
The Yuck D4, was it? 6 years, and ever since you got back, this. What madness found you there?
Up above us! Drop bulkhead 5 and 8! Big to it!
They found us.
He's earlier visitors, more like. We should lie low for now.
No, we'll use their confusion. We need to find Sid now.
Okay, you've tamed a lab access key. You've tamed a map of Draculatorry. Map of this area is now complete. Okay. Look at this. So yeah, see, we got chests to open up, guys. But a commotion outside. It's hard to concentrate with such a ruckus. With the latest manufacturing data, yes, Dr. Sid is unreachable. Perhaps he's pondering the mysteries of the universe in 70. Okay, so we have this access key. But we are going to open up all these doors. First, I want to make sure that we got all of these opened up. There is a save crystal. There is a save crystal here that we do need to take into consideration on it. What's going on? There was soldiers in the laboratory and has been an intruder. Bulkheads are functioning we're safe. Bulkheads red and blue are active alternately. When one opens, the other locks. No one wasn't immediately familiar with the workings of the laboratory could get through. The guards will find them soon enough. Soon then, who might you be? Okay, we might not be able to leave right now, guys, and that's okay, but I have it saved so that we can make sure that we get through this. The doors have opened and the red bulkheads have closed. Okay. I have not gotten rid of the... Okay. So we got another bulkhead here. Okay, so we need to shut this door so that we can open up these chests, because we gotta get all of them before we go up to the top. The blue bulkheads have now closed. So that way we can now start finding these chests. An aggro mode and a claymore. Claymore is a great sword. Oh, so here that claymore is not great. But it looks like he would actually get the use of great sword, so he could use it if we got it. The claymore, not bad to receive the claymore. We gotta open up these more chests, and maybe we might find a better bow in here somewhere. So we gotta open up the blue chest, blue storage now. Yeah, it's gonna tell me to go. It's gonna go off because of that. So we will figure out some way to get through with this, but did we open up this door? I don't remember. We're gonna do this just because I'm not for sure that we did. But if we did, I'm pretty sure we did. I'm just making double sure because I'm not gonna risk my life. I'm not gonna risk missing a chest. I gotta collect all the chests in the game. I haven't collected all the chests because I'm trying to complete the achievements, so... Yeah, we've already been here. Because we haven't been to the Zistar Caverns in the game. We're gonna go down below now. But I think we will be able to manage with this. Open the blue bulkheads. I like that I can do this. Because I love this game. This is one of the fantastic games of Final Fantasy. We're going down a floor because we now finally have things to open. Okay. So the let's go with Vaughn. I want to create one. I actually want to create a light any now for that. An arrow moat. Somewhere along the line, we will be able to open up these. That one's closed off. And there's got to be a way for me to be able to turn... Let's go to 68 and see if we can change the chest that way. Because we need to find a way to change this. We'll come back up here after we change it, but we gotta figure out some way to open up those blue bulkheads down below. So the red bulkheads have now been finally opened. Which is a good thing. Piece of methicite, fire meth, magicite. Nine 801. Okay, that's gonna change the thing. I don't want to change it just yet. I want to make sure that we got them all. Yeah, so we're gonna have to change it then for it, because I don't think, yeah, because there's no way we can get to that side. Anyway, so I want to make sure that we can go through and clear out all of the chests available to us. This is going to be a change again. I don't want to change yet. I'm not ready to change. To change the... Because they said that there's supposed to be like 13 espers in this game, and you don't need to go and find all those things. A high potion, yay! Yeah, we're gonna tame a lot of those, and I feel like we're gonna be having to discard them at some point, so... Because the point of the matter is, I've never had to use those except in early game. So now we've got that switched over. That must be the manual setup. If they have to manually change some of these, I'm pretty sure. Okay. We don't want to change it yet. We need to keep it blue. Oh, guess we're not keeping it blue. We're gonna put on the fleeing blinders right now. Because we're going to have to change it to blue. Really? Thank you! So now I got one of the judges gone. Now the person who I usually use, I'm gonna put these guys back in. So I tend to use Vaughn, Balthier, and Ash. Okay. Go to Gambits. HP less than 30 to Kiraga. Boom. And now we do need to get Fran back in here somehow, so okay, that goes up there. We don't want to go upstairs yet. We don't want to because if we do, we're not gonna go anywhere. Okay, so we're gonna have to basically find a way to backtrack because we can't just go up yet because we're almost done with the game and I want to finish it out today, so it's gonna be a little bit longer video. But I want to get throughout this done, and then maybe we'll go back through and go complete some of the trials. Maybe we'll do something of that nature. Now, I am going to change the bulkhead to blue again. To here. Which is going to be something that we need to do anyways. Because we need to have the blue, and I believe it's the red, but if it's the red, I don't know how we're going to get all these chests. Because we found the great sword, but I don't know where we're going to find the rest of them. sometimes I will control them enough just to keep them going. Oh, we'll find. So we found a door that will be able to open up if we do blue here. So that's actually decent. But I want to make sure that we. Another one that'll open it up for blue. So we're right now we have blue open. I don't want to change that right now. Because we need to find all the chests. Wait, did I? Wait a minute. Did I come down to 67 or did I go down to 66? What floor am I on? I'm on the 66th floor. Okay, we're open up the right door then. I will turn off steel once we get to a place where I need. Okay, so we have to change it to blue somehow. Open the blue bulkheads now. The only person that has the great sword that can use it is okay. So if it has nothing to steal, then what's at the bottom down there? Did we get through that one? Because it looks like we can't go anywhere without opening up another door. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to open up the bulkheads again. Right. Because we need to do the right side of this, so we can't. Sorry, I'm trying to drink something at the second. Yeah, I know we can't turn around right now, but... I don't know. We'll figure things out here, because that's one there. I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be another bulkhead, too. Yeah, it's another one that I don't know what is open and what isn't. Okay, that one's not open, so we'll have to... We will have to spend our time opening up the bulkhead here. But I think we'll actually do the other one, not this one. Because I think this one might open up the one I need. Okay, finally, we got all the ones open down here. Another arrow moat. Another arrow go. Really? You're gonna open up those and only those? This doesn't seem right. It was probably not well worth it to go and do that, but we'll see. See that we need to switch this. And then we have to open up the bulkhead down here. Because now we have to figure out a way to open up. Open up. Got a bulkhead here, so I think we can do it from here. You know what? I actually want to change something. Can we go to gambits? Do we have faux critical? HP critical poach. Yeah, that works. That'll do it. That way then we can use one to his full potential. You know what? And if we have to, we'll open up these zones if we see them on our way, because then we might receive some more chests. If we don't see anything there, then we're just gonna keep going on. And a Kira mode. Interesting. I never use those modes anyway. You have to go all the way around. Jeez. Sometimes this game just they pad a little too much, but I don't know. It just we'll figure this out. We're getting there. We must be not going to 69. Wonder why. Alright, before we go any further, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Stand by.
My apologies. You bear not the stench of Sid's lackeys.
And you are our earlier visitor.
Yes, a valuable man, one I'd sooner not lose. Yet he knows too much.
Guild toss. Okay, well, I think I already. They gave us guild toss right off the bat. I'm not gonna use it. Let's save the game. Won't be able to leave easily. May wish to save your game to a new file. I always save my games to new files. I have like 200 of them. But as you can see, I haven't used all of them. I used up all the files.
Sid, you know Deifacted Nethicite brought down the Leviathan. How can you persist in this folly?
And you've come here to stop me. I'd fain see you try.
Well, maybe we're not
Consider
done with
your
the game
bones,
yet.
old man. You're outmatched.
Pirate
scum of the skies. What brings you here?
Treasure. What else would a pirate want? We'll take the Dusk Shard.
You've come all this way for that trinket. I thought you were above this.
I thought we were done. My bad.
What's that? The Princess of Dalmasca come to visit. She's not entirely without merit. A test of sorts for our princess?
You're a babbling fool.
A trial for a Shelia Banargin Dalmasca!
You lust for the stone's power, do you not?
Lend him not your ears, milady. He means to use you.
I wonder who joins us.
Manufactured nethicite, like Bergen.
How could you do this? How could you fall this far? Always hiding behind your toys. Pity if anything were to happen to them.
It pains me to inform you that your time here is over. The curtain falls. Farewell!
He's not fully done yet.
Vana, you shouldn't have.
This creature. So this is your Vana.
A Shelia Banargin Dalmasca. Just how far will you go for power? Does your lust for nethicite consume you? Am I right? I am, aren't I? A worthy daughter of the Dynast King. You would do well to go to Giruvegan. Who knows? You may receive a new stone for your trouble.
Your words mean nothing to me!
The reins of history back in the hands of man.
I
I, too, make for Girovegan. Give chase if you dare it.
We're not done yet. I thought we were, so...
Hate it when he does that.
Mayhaps you think me remiss, the Lady Ash of Dalmasca? The Sky Pirate Rethus, at your employ.
Okay.
The Imperial Senate, powerless to resist House Solidor's brutal purge, was dissolved. Vayne Solidor reigned supreme over the Empire. Though this upheaval shook the Imperial Bastion to its foundation, these developments were, to say the least, welcomed by her military. The authoritarian rule of the judges, in tandem with the impending threat of Rosarian invasion, served to foster camaraderie among its ranks. For our part, the Resistance mustered strength in the border skies, making ready for the task ahead. A war to decide the doom of Ivalice would soon be upon us.
Squads Flametongue and Ogrenex are away. All ships reporting in. They're breaking to begin ship-to-ship maneuvers against us.
All hands, full ahead flank.
We shall make ready to repel their attacks. Counter-air. Track them as though they were the enemy.
Counter-air, to your stations.
A dispatch from Naldoa Command, Excellency. The Sky Pirate has left Arcadian airspace. He makes for Balfonheim with the Lady Ash and her party.
It is good to know the lady still lives. But what of our bid for the stone?
With the stone or without, our resistance should prove an even match for the Imperial Army. These weeks of training have honed our edge.
I pray 'tis sharp enough.
I always thought that we were done, but no.
They choose to supply the resistance, yet raise not a sword in aid. What city could do this?
A city of men without countries, pirates of the sea and of the sky. Few are they who would fain lay down their lives for a friend, let alone a king.
The Marquis. He is set on war?
The time approaches when he must make his position vis-a-vis the Empire clear. When he helped you off the Leviathan, he spited the judges full sore. He cannot sit in idleness and expect to avoid a reckoning. The Marquis shares my distaste for war. Yet, if it comes to it, he will show no quarter.
For the time being, we will continue to train the Resistance Army. Enough power on our side, and even Vayne may see the appeal of the treaty table.
Yet Vayne holds the Nethicite. What makes you think he would treat when he holds such power? Power enough to sink the Leviathan.
All the more reason for me to support your infiltration of the capital. You said it yourself. The Nethicite is a powerful weapon. I would have you acquire it for me.
I have not said I would give you the Midlight Shard.
If there is no stone, I would have to look elsewhere for aid.
Then you would ally with Rosaria.
As I must. Failure's not an option.
It's just what Vayne wants. He lures the Rosarians and the Resistance to the field, then crushes both with the Nethicite.
I think not. Cid has a stone. We grab it and smash it to pieces with the Sword of Kings. Vayne will be left holding nary a thing. Time is short. We follow Cid. He's heading towards Giruvegan.
Giruvegan.
It is told of in a song of my people. On the farthest shores of the river of time, shrouded deep in the roiling mist, the Holy Land sleeps, Giruvegan. Who knows the paths, the way to its doors?
Then you seek the Yogg Defour. Deep within the jungle of Golmore, there is a corner of the Feywood where a mist storm surges and seethes.
And that's it. Let's go.
Right.
Not coming, Rivers? Forget your precious nethicite already?
Cid's words rang hollow to me. I will follow another course.
Ah, another lead then, is it? You're well informed.
I could well say the same to you, pirate.
Hurry it up, or we'll leave without you.
Ah, Vaughn. I've had some of my men check on this Feywood. Best ask what they've found.
Okay. Thanks for the help, brothers.
Fly first, ask questions later. Your apprentice is more pirate than you.
I don't have an apprentice.
Princess Ash, I would hear your heart. If Dr. Cid has spoke the truth, you may well be rewarded with more nethicite in Giruvegan. Tell me, do you still desire the stone?
I desire its power. I want, yet I also fear. I must protect Dalmasca. I can't afford to fear anything.
Do not forget Nabodis. That is my only counsel for you.
Guess. Finished talking to Lord Radis. I suppose you'll be wanting to hear about the Feywood. I reckon we must aid these people with seeking out the fruit of their own ends, and care little for our Lord's wants, if at all. Look, I see only a boy. It's only Lord Radis' commands if you're concerned. Not bad at all. He measures up quite nicely. This one means no harm to Lord Radis. Measure? He barely measure up to his waist. And that's counting the parrot. Your concerns duly noted. I for one plan on following Lord Radis' orders. Do as you please, but know that no good will come of this. Otherwise, pay her no mind. Now where was I? Oh yeah, south of West Glenmore Jungle, encountered the lies of beast known as... I know where Feywood's at. I forgot that I keep forgetting some of these places where we have to go. Mist there is denser than most, and even should you make it through there, there's no guarantee you'll make it past what lies beyond. Ah, he speaks of the hidden trail of the Feywood, which must be passed to open the gate to Holy Land of Giruvegan. Alright. Well, no, I forgot. I thought that we would end it there, but the ending in this is a lot different than in Final Fantasy, than I thought, because I thought it would end later. Nothing from that place. We do need to get some battle stuff. A sword's Deathbringer. So we could get a trader's bow. Definitely get the Spica because that's gonna... Because I only had her use that because we're not, Okay, so can he use the trader's bow as well? If we go to licenses, well, Thier. He can now use the trader's bow, so that's going to improve him a lot there. I think he's got all the great swords available, so... He's got a few heavy armors that we could work on with that. Secretarius on that one. Cannot receive Bukai yet. Definitely increase the physical damage though. Add 1,000 needles. Add sight unseen. There. Okay. Now we need to go, we're gonna get to save point here, but we're also gonna go find a couple other things. What's you? Oh, that's the inn. We don't need to go to the inn. Not the inn, but okay, that's the Port Villa talking. Okay, nothing there. we're gonna go through all of this and making sure that we got everything. Well, I should say that's the bar, not the inn. Which we got all the yeah. We can't get Blizzaga, Slowaga, Darkar right now. Albarania will be gone. But the spike, I'm... I don't know why I should be giving her that, but... I know where there's a save point, but I want to go down here to the inn. To the bar. Whatever. The board. The clan board. There's a clan board in here. Yep, we'll do some of those tomorrow. I'll clear out some of those things. But until then, I was just seeing if we had any new stuff. We don't. So we'll clear out all those in the next episode, or in the next stream, which will be tomorrow. So if you guys enjoyed yourselves today, make sure you guys are beautifully subscribed. On YouTube, hit that like button on YouTube as well if you guys do enjoy this. I did go a little bit longer today than I normally do, but that's okay. Cartographers, what is Alright, let's save down here. So I hope you guys enjoyed as well here on Trovo. If you are here, make sure you guys are followed. It's greatly appreciated that you guys do follow. And you guys can also subscribe here. Yeah, it costs you a little bit of money to subscribe, but that's I'm not forcing you guys to. So, but you guys get a few extra perks down there. You guys can find those. Jumping in line, we'll get to play ahead of with me when I do play multiplayer games. So if you're a follower here, you get to play multiplayer games here on trovo.live. You guys can search Gamingmadirocks here as well for it. But if you're on YouTube, so basically, if you jump in line, tier 1, gets to jump ahead of followers. Tier 2 gets to jump ahead of Tier 1, and Tier 3 gets to jump ahead of Tier 2. So that means if you're Tier 3, you get to play with me. Everybody still gets to play with me for 2 rounds on a game, race, or whatnot if we do not have a open slot for stuff. If there is a line. So anyway, also you guys get to watch past live streams, things that aren't necessarily released on YouTube, things that aren't gonna always be here. Some things will be cut and edited on YouTube, but I haven't been doing that. It's just mostly been releasing Final Fantasy 12. We'll get there. We have to go to the Freywood. There's probably a few other places that we probably could go and search around, looking around at a couple other places near the Fiang coast and stuff. But anyway, yeah, so if you enjoyed, like I said, hit that beautiful, lovely follow, subscribe here on trovo.live. If you are coming here to trovo.live, do not type in www. or https. You're not going to be able to get it. It's just trovo.live. And then also, if you're on YouTube, remember, hit that beautiful subscribe. And hit that like button if you guys do enjoy it, and if you guys have anything that you guys want me to do in the next episode or anything like that, put that down in the comments. It's really greatly appreciated, and we will see you guys later. Bye!